Hello everyone. Today's topic is API Gateway. Here we will be going through the theoretical session only and we will see what is API Gateway. So let us start the session. What is API Gateway? Amazon API Gateway is a fully managed service that makes it easy for developers to publish, maintain and monitor and secure APIs at any scale. It is basically a doorway into your Amazon AWS environment. With a few clicks in the AWS Management Console, you can create an API that acts as a front door for applications to access data, business logic, or functionality from your backend services, such as applications running on Amazon EC2, codes running on AWS Lambda, or any web applications, or you need to access your DynamoDB. So API gateway is just a front door, sort of like a load balancer where it distributes traffic across multiple sources, and it's quite different in that you do not need EC2 instances behind it. Typically, you use it to communicate to Lambda functions. You can use it to communicate to EC2 and other things like DynamoDB, etc. API gateway handles all the tasks involved in accepting and processing up to hundreds of thousands of concurrent API calls, including traffic management, CORS support. We will see what is CORS support, authorization and access control, throttling monitoring, and API version management. We'll see these. Amazon API Gateway is an AWS service for creating, publishing, maintaining, monitoring, and securing REST, HTTP, and WebSocket APIs at any scale. API developers can create APIs that access AWS or other web services as well as data stored in the AWS cloud. So how does API works? Let us assume these are users. So users call to our API gateway and API gateway being the front end to our whole AWS environment, and depending on that call, it could pass to Lambda, EC2, DynamoDB, Kinesis, or other AWS services, or any private applications to the data center. So what are the API types? API types can be of two types. One of them is RESTful APIs and the other is WebSocket APIs. So what is RESTful APIs? Build RESTful APIs optimized for serverless workloads and HTTP backends using HTTP APIs. HTTP APIs are the best choice for building APIs that only require proxy functionality. If your APIs require API proxy functionality and API management features in a single solution, API Gateway also offers REST APIs. So from this table, if you go through this table, I'm not going through this table, you can summarize what all features are available in HTTP API and what all features are available in REST API. REST API is, you can say REST API is the older version of RESTful APIs. So HTTP APIs are designed for low latency, cost effective AWS Lambda proxy and HTTP proxy APIs. HTTP APIs support OIDC and OAuth 2.0 authorization and come with built-in support for CORS and what is CORS? Cross origin resource sharing and automated deployments. Previous generation REST APIs currently offer more features and full control over API requests and responses. Now, API Gateway creates RESTful APIs that are HTTP based, enable stateless client-server communication, implement standard HTTP methods such as get, post, put, patch, and delete. Next is our WebSocket APIs. These are built real-time two-way communication APIs such as chat applications and streaming dashboards with WebSocket APIs. API gateway maintains a persistent connection to handle message transfer between your backend service and your clients. In API gateway, you can create a WebSocket API as a stateful front end for an AWS service such as Lambda or DynamoDB, or for an HTTP endpoint. The WebSocket API invokes your backend based on the content of the messages it receives from client apps. Unlike a REST API, which receives and responds to requests, a WebSocket API supports two-way communication between client apps and your backend. The backend can send callback messages to connected clients. And API gateway creates WebSocket APIs that adhere to the WebSocket protocol, which enables stateful, full duplex communication between client and server. Route incoming messages based on message content. One more feature of API gateway is caching. You can enable API caching in Amazon API gateway to cache your endpoint's response. With caching, you can reduce the number of calls made to your endpoint and also improve the latency of the request to your API. When you enable caching for a stage, API gateway caches responses from your endpoint for a specified time to leave period. It is just like what we saw in our CloudFront. API gateway then responds to the request by looking up to the endpoint response from the cache instead of making request to your endpoint. It's like a user, if one user, let's say it is going through your API gateway to the Lambda function and fetches something, and your second user afterwards it also tries to fetch the same information. So while API gateway does not hit to your Lambda, and it since it has been cached in it's been cached, it provides the information from the cache instead of making request to the endpoint. In my example, it is Lambda. So what are the benefits of API? It runs with low cost and efficiency. It scales effortlessly. Means, in terms of scaling, it just scales automatically. We do not have to worry about auto scaling groups or anything like that. It literally scales automatically along with your traffic. You can throttle requests to prevent attacks. It sends each API endpoint to a different target. It exposes HTTPS endpoints to define a RESTful API. Serverlessly, it connects to services like Lambda or DynamoDB. Means there's no need of EC2 or any server to connect to it. It tracks and controls usage by API key. It connects to CloudWatch to log all requests. It maintains multiple versions of API, like uh, one test version, one dev version, like that it maintains. It's flexible security control, so that it can authorize access to your APIs with IAM and Amazon Cognito. RESTful API options are there. Before we go ahead with our cross origin resource sharing policy, let us see what is same origin policy. In computing, the same origin policy is an important concept in the web app security model. Under the policy, a web browser permits scripts contained in a first web page to access data in a second web page, but only if both web pages have the same origin. So one page can talk to another page provided that first page has the same domain name. This is done to prevent malicious websites from attacking other websites. And in cross origin resource policy, sharing policy, here it is a way to allow AWS components to talk to each other. CORS is one way the server at the other end, not the client code in the browser, can relax the same origin policy. CORS is a mechanism that allows restricted resources like fonts on a web page to be requested from another domain outside the domain from which the first resource was served. If you get an error like origin policy cannot be read at the remote resource, you need to see whether CORS is enabled on the API gateway or not. So how do you configure your API gateway? You need to first define an API container. Then you need to define the resources and nested resources, that is the URL paths. You need to, for each resource, you need to select supported HTTP methods like get, post, like that. Set the security. Choose the target which endpoints, which might be Lambda, which might be EC2, which might be DynamoDB, which might be any other AWS resources services. Set requests and response transformations. And how do you deploy it? You can deploy it to a stage. It uses API gateway domain by default. You can use your custom domain also, and it supports AWS certification manager, which are totally free SSL or TLS certificates. So what are the charges involved in API gateway? There are no upfront charges involved in this. It is like pay as you go. API gateway has no minimum fees for startup costs. You pay for the API calls you receive and the amount of data transferred out. And with API gateway tiered pricing model, you can reduce your cost as your API usage scales. And how do you access your API gateway? You can access the API gateway in many ways. You can access from your Amazon Management Console. You can access from AWS SDKs. You can access through API Gateway version 1 and version 2 APIs. From command line interface also you can access, and from AWS tools for Windows PowerShell also you can access. You can, if you want, you can log into your AWS, or you can just search and see how you can go with this. So that is all about API Gateway you need to know for your exam, and that's it. So if you like my video, please do share, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so that you do not miss any updates from my side. Thanks a lot for watching the video. Take care.